Welcome to Faro, the stunning capital of the Algarve in southern Portugal, known for its rich history, charming old town, and beautiful coastline. This was my first time traveling outside the United States, and I was quite impressed with what Faro had to offer. This is how it went. Alright guys, I arrived in Faro, Portugal 2 hours ago. I've been awake 25 hours, 3 plane rides to get here, 13 hours in total on a plane. My back was aching, people were coughing and sneezing the entire time throughout all 3 flights. The Airbnbs are pretty inexpensive compared to the States. I'm paying on average $51 a night for 16 nights. And imagine if I had somebody to go with, I'd be paying 25 USD a night. Like that, you can't beat that. Alright guys, this is my first full day in Faro, Portugal. Before I begin the day, I've got some 99-cent salad with $1.50 natural tuna, serving and a half, and a cucumber. That's my breakfast. Obviously, I'm gonna need to go back to the Aldi and get some more food, but first up on the list we have the Roman ruins of Malu, I think is how you say it. Alright guys, so I just got to the Roman ruins, and seeing it on Google and actually being here is 2 different things, and it's amazing to think about how many people lived here throughout the last 1,000 years, and there's really not much to it except a bunch of ruins and a big tower that I'm about to show you. So this is a map of what the village used to be of. You have the framework, the baths, the house entrance, the temple, the interior of the temple, the atrium, bedrooms, peristyle, dining room, swimming pool. So it was a pretty lavish place, I would say. Welcome to the Palace of Estoy. Look at this place. That was the palace, but now I'm about to take you to the gardens. And if I'm being honest, my first impressions on Portugal is this just doesn't feel like what I would imagine Europe to feel like. I feel like I'm more in like a South American type climate because it's so hilly and mountainous and lush and beautiful. And Europe's beautiful too, right? But based off of all the videos I've seen on Europe outside of Portugal, it just feels a lot different than how those videos look and are. But I love it. I love every bit of it. I love the cobblestone sidewalks, the architecture, the people, the food. It's sunny, thankfully. I don't need my hoodie. I escaped the cold, so that's good from the US. But so far, it's been amazing. If there's anything I could change about it, I don't think I would change anything because it's just so unique. I mean, we are pretty dang close to Africa, being on the coast of Portugal. But I just love how flowers are already blooming and it's only March 6th. You know, back home where I'm from, the trees don't bloom or blossom, however you want to say it, until like April. But it's just beautiful, man. Like, look at the hills behind me, look at the clouds, the sun. It feels like something out of a movie, to be quite honest with you. It's so different than the US, but I love it. That's the thing, I love it though, because it's unique and it really feels like something out of a movie, because this is my first time experiencing it. But it's calm, it's quiet, the people are polite, the people are helpful. It's a lot different in the US in many factors. Now, obviously, I'm not living here, so I can't give you the full rundown, but just based off of 2 days so far, it's a lot different, and I think in some ways better than the US. Just got to the Chapel of Bones in downtown Faro, and my Uber told me, interestingly enough, that 90% of the population in the Algarve, I guess is how you say it, the area that I'm in, is English, which I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I haven't really spent much time in the town yet, but I have seen quite a few tourists the 5 minutes I've been waiting outside the Chapel of Bones to go in. So that was the Chapel of Bones. What a beautiful place, and just being in a church that was built in the 1700s with so much character and beauty to it, it's a surreal feeling. And I had to pray. I had to go in and pray as well. When I got done looking at the museum and all that, I prayed. It felt different, man. It hits different. I don't know why. It's such a beautiful experience. I'm so blessed to even be doing this. But yeah, man, Chapel of Bones, 10 out of 10. If you come to Faro, Portugal, you gotta go. So I'm having some lunch now, and my entire meal was about 10 euros. We're about to go inside the Faro Museum now. The lunch I had was amazing. It was 10 euros and 50 cents. So about the equivalence of how much a Chipotle meal or a Chick-fil-A meal costs, but it was 10 times better, healthier, had olive oil, balsamic vinegar, really good. I got tea, I got water, I got that big plate of food that you saw, and it was good. But now, time to go into the museum. Probably not gonna talk because, you know, museums aren't really the talking environment. So it's crazy to think about how old this stuff is, but how it's still held up. And the last statue I showed you is Emperor Nero's mother. Nero was a crazy dude, killed Christians, had all these sex parties and stuff like that. Look into Nero. Interesting guy, fascinating guy, evil guy, but pretty cool statue. And the fact that it's held up that well. Alright guys, the sun has gone down, it's 7:08. I didn't go out to eat tonight, but I went to a local gym. It was €3.50 to get in, and it was the okay gym. It had basically everything you need, variety of machines, but the only downside was the dumbbells didn't go up that high. Very small gym, local gym. I mean, what do you expect? Not perfect, but it got the job done. I'm pretty tired from walking all day. My back's sore, having the book bag on me. But I went out and got some food from Aldi. And I want you to guess how much all this was. Firstly, I'm going to show you what all I got. First thing, I got some kind of smoothie. Don't speak Portuguese, so I don't know what kind of fruit was in it. I got 7, 8 apples, 4-pack of tuna, and I can tell you what, this tuna, if it was in the US, would be probably 10 to 15 bucks for 4 packs. 2 things of yogurt, 60 cents each. High protein, no added sugar because I'm on that healthy diet. I need calcium, keep these bones tough. Trader Joe's, cashews. I think these are like $2 in the US. Bro, cashews are mad expensive. Nuts and period are mad expensive. The cucumber though was almost €2. Seems kind of high compared to some of the other stuff we got. Salad, this was 90 cents. Some salad mix, which will probably last me 2-3 meals. Some goat cheese. I'm not a big goat cheese guy, but I don't think they had milk. So I got some kefir, which is like yogurt, I guess. I'm not a big fan of it, but I need to get all my nutrients and stuff like that. A 10-pack of tea. A pre-made salad with cheese, chips, and chicken and lettuce, obviously. And the last thing I got, all right, where's all my carbs at? How am I gonna keep walking and have energy and this and that? Well, I got some tortillas. I was hesitant to buy rice and like noodles just because I don't feel like cooking it. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, and I didn't really look at all the pots and pans they have. They probably do have it because it's an Airbnb, but I got the tortillas. I can eat them by themselves, plain, dry. I've done that before. I mean, it's still a carb, right? See, I don't get that about people. Some people are so picky about their food. They want it to look all nice and blah, blah, blah. If food tastes decent to me, I'm fine. I'm not the pickiest guy. Unless I spend a ton of money and you only give me a small portion of food like a lot of restaurants do. That's beside the point. Take a guess how much you thought that was. All right, got the guess? It was $24.63. I can guarantee if this was in the US, it probably would have been double. Maybe 2.5, 3 times that. Interestingly enough, the sales tax on the food was 6%. Where I live at in the US, my sales tax is 6% on cars, phone, anything, right? Unless it's medicine, stuff like that. Then you don't have to pay sales tax. Or hygiene, toothpaste, floss, stuff like that. No sales tax. I bought something that was I don't know. But I bought something that had a 23% sales tax. And that's what a lady said at the first place I ate at when I landed. I ate at a little cafe. She said that the sales tax is 23%. I rode in an Uber today in this Chinese Tesla-like car. The guy said that they make Tesla's batteries and that they also have their own car. I've never seen these cars in the US. But the guy said that he spent $50,000 on that electric car. How much is the sales tax on that? Like $12,500? That's insane. A 23% sales tax. You can't get rich living in a place like that. Maybe you can, but good luck. Overall though, one of the other Ubers I had in a Tesla, rode in 2 Teslas today, and that Chinese electric car, she was telling me, this isn't a place you come to get rich, but it's a place that you come to live a good life. It's a place that, you can have a family, have a nice place, eat good food, go out to eat, and the meal's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's all affordable and decent. And I'm beginning to see that, right? Some places are kind of expensive, but overall, most places you can go out to eat for 10 to 15 euros. In the US, it's pushing 25, 30 bucks. Even more in some places. A pizza is 20 bucks in the US. 25, depending on if you have a bunch of toppings. So it's a pretty cool place, man. It was 65 today and sunny, felt really good. I was sweating, walking so much. I tend to walk fast. I don't know. That's probably why I had sore hips today from walking a lot yesterday. But it's cool. It's a really cool place. And I encourage anybody that has the time, has the money, and wants to experience it, come to Faro.
come to Faro. And I'll be able to tell you if you can go to Lagos or not too, because I'll be going to Lagos in a couple days, and I'll be finishing up Lisbon. And Lisbon, man, Lisbon looks really cool. I mean, they all look cool. They all have their own unique flow to them. Like where I'm at now is kind of like a small city, right? I can be anywhere in a 30-minute walk if I have to be. You know, I can get an Uber for $10. That's 25 minutes away. So, really cool experience. I'm probably gonna have some tea. I'm gonna have the salad, man. They only had 2 of these left. I was going to get 2, but I thought, you know what? This is a damn good salad. I don't want to take the last one for somebody else because they should be able to enjoy this Santa Fe salad too. It's just so good, man. Like the food just is different. I looked at a Coca-Cola in the Aldi and it didn't have this long list of ingredients. And that's how I see a lot of this food. Now I don't speak Portuguese, so like the labels are kind of weird, but I'm not seeing a long ass list of a bunch of junk. You know, you go to a place in the US and you gotta look at every single label because of all the junk they put in the food.